Alright, should be fine. Should be rocking and rolling. We're good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you are all doing well today. Happy, I don't know, what's it, Monday? Let's take a look. So ES, yesterday's price action, we got some beautiful longs off of this demand zone on the 15-minute time frame from that pre-market low. So this was pre-market low. Markets opened here, tried to move higher, came down to demand and held. We caught some nice long positions. At this point, we had a gap lower last night, so I am still going to be watching the same area, 62.77 to 62.81 for possible longs, because this is an area that markets supported yesterday. So we could possibly look for that. What we would be looking for at this point, guys, is we'd be looking for us to create a higher low. So right now we created some lower lows, but now we're trying to create some higher lows, right? So we see we take out this high right here. We took out this high right here. So we are trying to make, these are higher highs. And then it looks like we're also trying to make some higher lows because we're holding those recent lows. So you see how we're sort of holding that trend? So if we could hold this trend higher, we should look for some longs in this demand zone, right? So we create a higher low, which means we won't break this low right there. And then we should continue higher from there. Let's see ES on Bookmap. Any price levels to the upside, bunch of levels to the upside, not so much to the downside, but you have 62.75, which is, ooh, that's below this price level, so we'll see. I'd much rather see us hold support and go target those highs. 92. Yep, this looks pretty solid. I do like this trade setup right here. Take a look at the 30-minute, see if we have anything going. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing good today. Happy Monday. 45, 90, 1 hour. I'm looking to see if there are any supply zones up here. A little bit of a 3-hour supply right there. Nothing major. Really not a big fan of it. 30, 45. I'm looking at all these wicks, this rejection right here, and I'm looking to see if there's a supply zone, like right in this point. I'm not seeing anything, guys, and if I don't see anything, then I don't have a zone, and I'm not going to force the zone. If I don't have a zone, that means I might see a possible move to the upside, especially because we had that gap down from that Friday into Sunday open. That's something I'm going to be keeping an eye on. We'll see how that goes. Okay, good. Everything's running okay. We can take a look at the NASDAQ now. So this is sort of what I'm looking for on ES. Take a look at NQ. Start on our daily. I didn't do our previous day high or low on ES though, so I will go back to that in just a moment. So here's our open price on NASDAQ. Previous day low was taken out already, but something I really want to look at, guys, this is crucial now, is that we took out previous day low on Friday, we took out Thursday's low, but we were able to reverse and close back higher. So I want to be careful that we don't break that low and then reverse and push back higher again. So I'll look for bulls today. I do want to see that buyers hold us within this range. We're in a pretty, right now, guys, if we're looking at the daily time frame, this gives us a range. We have our lows, we have our highs. Not as simple as that, but sort of as simple as that. We want to buy the lows of the range and sell the highs of the range. Let's see. So 6 hour, 4 hour. Yo, good morning, good morning, good morning, Kev. What's going on? Let's see. I want to see about this zone too, if it's relevant or relative still. It's really not. We'll delete it. Yeah, we'll delete that. You know what? We'll delete this one and we'll keep this as a key level because this actually looks like it held pretty strong as a, let's do middle, and we'll get rid of the little bull there and just keep the eyes. Key level for today on the NASDAQ. It's doing the same thing that I did on ES, where I was looking at these highs to see if we have any resistance. A little bit, we have a bit more of a stronger 2 hour there. Look at our 2 hour basing, sell off, and we tried to have continuation, but at that point then markets closed. So we could mark this as a supply zone on the NASDAQ here on the 2-hour time frame, just so we do have an upside target as well. We'll keep an eye on it though. Just because we have a supply, it doesn't mean I want to go short as soon as we enter it. I'll also look to see if we could possibly maybe go long. Maybe we pull back, we're bullish, we pull back, and then we go long off of the pullback. I also want to see what this zone was. I believe this was like a 30-minute or a 15-minute. Yeah, it looks like a 15-minute. No, it doesn't look like anything actually. It looks like I just sort of marked out an area where price consolidated. 45. Oh, it was a 45. Small 45 supply. But other than that, so price targets on NAS to the upside, 22,976, 23,040. I want to look now down to the downside and see if we have any demand zones down here, other than the 4-hour that we already have. So here we go on NASDAQ. A little bit of a 4-hour basing right here, so this would be our 4-hour demand zone. Now guys, this is our demand zone, but I'm personally going to keep it red because it sticks out a little more right now. So if it sticks out a little more, if I make it green, there's a good chance. It still sort of sticks out. We'll keep it. Forget about it. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll look for support near that previous day low would be great. So that's sort of like, so now I'm coming up with 2 plans, guys, right? It'll be either one, that ES will pull back and hold these higher lows and push higher, and that'll be my long. Or when we start pulling back on ES here and we start moving lower, we break that low. And if that's the case, we break that low. I'm looking for NASDAQ to break that low and go find support near that previous day low. Now, I also know a lot of traders, retail-wise, will say, okay, if we could break previous day low, I'm going to go short. Unaware to them that if you go short after we break previous day low, you're selling right into a demand zone, right into the bottom of our range as well. So this might be an A+ setup on NASDAQ if we are able to retest this zone. Go look at the target supply. That'd be a pretty solid trade right there. You know what, guys? This 2-hour, I said I wasn't a big fan of it. We sort of have a 15-minute here that's a little bit stronger. Let's see. We'll mark it out. We'll see how it looks. Good morning, everybody. Mark that out as supply. Alright, great. So we do have some price levels we're looking for. NAS is looking pretty good. We'll see how equities are currently trading. Let's see, Apple below previous day low. Look at the 15-minute for a second. Make sure we don't miss anything. Wow, look at this, guys. Sort of been downtrending on equities, on Meta at least, for the past, let's see, just the past 2 days. 1 and 2. Microsoft's been pretty range-bound. Nvidia also range-bound, but was at all-time highs yesterday. Something to note. Nvidia making all-time highs. Might want to hold that bullish bias on ES and NQ. Tesla above its previous day high. Amazon in its range. Apple below. Excuse me. Apple's actually below its previous day low. So Apple's range bound right here. Guys, this is a major range on Apple. This is a zone I've had marked out on Apple for a little while now. If anybody does want to go over any equities, please let me know. Yo, what's up, Leo? Good morning, man. Yes, sir. Gonna have a great trading day today. Gotta kill it. Let's see. So we'll take a look. We'll see. We do have a pullback here. ES is pulling back toward the 62.80.75. We have a pretty active bid, which is an active buyer down there, about 69 lots. So we can take a look and see how we want to react. Let's see. So we are entering that zone 2. Now, guys, instead of using a volume profile here, because if I use the volume profile, it's just going to tell me there's a low volume shelf down there. And why do I know that without even placing it? Well, if I'm looking at this current price action, because price was so range bound here, price gave volume the opportunity to fill at these levels. So if I put my volume profile here, it's going to look like that D pattern. So we'd be better off buying the lows on that point. So I will keep an eye on this. I will be a little careful. Let's see. Again, we have that bid there. So if we do react pretty strong to that, I might take this on ES. Okay, so let's see how we react. 80.51. Let's see. Building up a little resistance above us. I am going to take this long with my stop loss a bit closer to the bottom of this zone, so we could sort of play it safe. It is pre-market. Market's hourly closes in just a minute right now, actually. We'll see how that wants to close. Interesting. So I'm in long off of this 62.80.75. Would like to see if we can move up to the next bookmap level for about a 5-point move on ES. If we could hold it with strength, I'd really like to see if we can move towards 6,300. Getting a little buying pressure there. Love to see it. We're in ES, one long. Well, I'm in two contracts right now. Tight stop loss. So we'll see how it plays out. We'll play it safe. Know what our risk is, know what our reward is. I like this bookmap level, especially from pre-market. So I use this passive buyer inside my demand area as support, as extra confirmation. Let's see. Now, I don't like this initial reaction right there, that dip that happened when this 5 just opened. I'd like to see some more aggressive buying pressure. If we do fail, I will most likely stop out. Even at like 62.78.25 would be my stop loss, because I'm really looking to hold this for a shorter trade, smaller move, and not looking to take a big loss on it, because we do want to trade when that New York session opens too. So let's do stop loss 62.79. See if that's a relative area. 62.79 right down here on bookmap. So if we do start to sell off here, which we are trying to, we'll stop out. At the moment, we're trying to hold support off of this double bottom off 62.81, but we're gonna have to see. We're retesting the zone right now. 15-minute just closed as well. Would really like to see that 15-minute hold. 30-minute just closed to 40, 90, 1 hour. 1 hour, a little bit of a concern because we have our basing candle here, and then it looks like we're trying to create our sell-off. So if it does stop me out of this position, I'll probably flip my bias for the New York session and we'll look for some shorts, but it's really going to depend on how we react to this zone here on ES. And don't forget, I also had that NASDAQ possible trade set up all the way near previous day low, which would call for us to pull back first on the ES. And it does seem like the past few trading sessions, we've been getting pullbacks, like a sell-off first, and then we'll rally higher, or vice versa. So definitely keep an eye on that. That would be considered a double break for looking at the orb trading strategy. See if I can pull that up for us as well. Getting a little buying pressure, but it's keep failing. I like that this buyer is trying to protect his order around 62.81, which is a good sign, especially because it's pre-market. So I might even move my stop loss even higher, because I'm really, if it stops me out, if we start selling off, then I really just want to be out of the trade and I don't want to be holding an incorrect entry. So my stop loss is now moved to this pivot low right here. So entry, stop loss, take profit, way too high. I guess not too high if we did continue, but right now it's looking like we're trying to sell off. So this might end up being a stop right here. So we'll see. We'll see. We do have some resistance building up above us. Just really got to wait and see how markets want to react. Could look at our point of control to see if it's building anything. I mean, our point of control was higher on that last 5-minute candle, but and on this one as well, but it's pretty close to becoming this middle point. We might go for a stop hunt here off that recent 5-minute low. So there's that 875 again. There's that 81. Alright, getting a little selling pressure here. I'm not worried. I'm not jumping out of the trade just yet. It either hits stop loss or hits take profit. Everything in between is just noise. Definitely getting a little closer to stop. And we'll be careful on that, right? We don't want to stop out before it hits our stop loss, because then if it starts to return in our favor, we're going to feel FOMO. We're going to feel the need to chase. If it stops out at our stop loss, then we respect it. We get out and we look for a new entry. We look for a new trade. We look for a new setup. Point of control is moving lower now on this 5-minute. And I mentioned how the hourly was sort of looking bearish, so we'll see. Definitely a lot less confident in these longs right now. But I'm at the point where I could hold this to my stop loss, or I could hold it to my take profit, as every trade should be. So I'd like to see this also as a stop hunt of that recent 15-minute low. Let's take a look at equities are doing anything pre-market at the moment. Sort of dropping on equities pre-market right here. But nothing crazy. Equities aren't really going to give us that much of a move pre-market. That's also why I like to wait till New York session opens on ES and NQ before taking any trades. A lot of times there could be manipulations, it could be poor setups, poor follow through. Yeah, it's probably going to stop me out here. It's about a couple ticks away. My stop loss is at 62.79.75. 62.79.75. I do believe it's going to hit it. We don't have much support. What did I say, 75? Yeah, it's like a tick away. I'm surprised it hasn't hit it yet. It's going to. There it is. Oh, yep, there it is. All right, stopped out at ES. And I'm almost, as you guys hear, I'm almost like happy it stopped me out. Because now it gives me the opportunity to sort of reestablish and readjust my trade setup on this today. So NASDAQ trade setup is still in play. 22,824 for a long. ES might also still pull around, but at this point we have a resistance above head. I don't really want to jump the gun. Let's take a look at gold, see if gold's giving us anything of interest. All right, gold might be a nice one, guys. Look at this. Previous day high broken, closed green. Previous day high broken, closed green. We're looking for that same price action. So here's our open price.
Zoom in on the 5 minute, and you'll see that gold is highly reactive right now. Took a
Let's see. Give me
substantial pullback there.
Give me 1 sec. Just to make sure there's no demand zones. Here we go. Beautiful. 2-hour demand right there. That's going to be gold longs. D2 hour. There goes ES trying to hold that again. That's fine. We're not FOMOing. We're not chasing it. Gold hit a key level of 33.56.10 as a key level on gold. Look at these bids down here, man. Dude, I'd love to see gold move into this demand zone around 33.52. 33.50 passive buyer, 33.35, 33.55 passive buyer, 33.54 passive buyer. Want to see these guys get filled on gold. Want to see some support. Only way I'm entering gold is in the hourly demand zone or with a 15-minute reversal candle, because we are, like Marzitti pointed out, very reactionary right now. We're sort of on the 5-minute though, trying to hold this low down here. Keep doing that. I'm just saying, you know, this might be possible.
Same thing. Crude took a dive also.
Yeah, this might be a really nice trade. ES ended up holding really well in our favor, by the way, guys. Even though we're out of it. That's fine. Like I said, I'd much rather trade ES New York session. Look at gold finding support here. Definitely interested in gold longs. Question is where? This blue zone I had marked out, was that a 15-minute demand? Could it be something? Not really. 30-minute? Come on. 30-minute demand right there, but not the strongest of zones. So I could wait till we already closed out of it. All right, let's take this gold trade. Stop loss at the low. I like the key level setting up. I like gold breaking previous day highs and whatnot. I'm trying to get my entry at 33.59.20. Right over here, if we could pull back on gold. 30-minute, 1 hour. Now, remember, though, the 1 hour just closed on gold, and it was pretty bearish. Pretty bearish. All right, it's pulling back. Not too confident on this right now. We'll see. I'll let it fill my trade, but there's a chance I stop out of it before... Okay, so it just filled me. There's a chance I stop out of it before it hits stop loss if structure doesn't hold well. So I'm in gold long, 1 contract, looking to play it a little safe. Let's see. Getting a little bit of volatility incoming right here. Getting low on the space. Where is our...
Pivot point on gold is 3361.4. That's a reactionary point. So you got to get above that and close above that if we're going to really run 3361.4.
Gotcha. About 5 minutes for the 15 to close here on gold. Nothing major, really. Gold futures rose modestly today, supported by escalating trade war fears as the U.S. announces new tariffs on EU, Mexico, Canada, and other partners. The geopolitical uncertainty has driven safe haven buying, which is why I am trying to find some gold longs. Like I said, though, we have a demand zone underneath this point, so I'm not going to add here. I'm going to be patient till this trade either starts to work out and I add on a retest, or if it does stop me out, I'll get my re-entry with those buyers in on Bookmap right down over here, 33.55, 33.54. We're pulling back pretty strong here on gold. We got 5 minutes here. Some selling pressure stepping in. Pretty strong. We're retesting this area. We'll see if that wants to hold.
$33.55 is the midpoint of a range that started back on the 10th, a low, then a high. So the midpoint pullback would put us around 33.54.
Gotcha, not bad, not bad. We'll see. Come on, gold. Let's find some support here. Let's trap everybody trying to chase them shorts. 15-minute closes in 4 minutes. 30-minute closes in 20 minutes. New York session opens in 20 minutes. I'm in these longs. I added on the pullback because I was able to adjust my stop loss and sort of DCA, dollar cost average, down my position. So because I got filled up here, got another long down here, made my average price in the middle. Two-hour closes in 48 minutes. My biggest concern was how the hourly was bearish. Then we had a bear move, and then we had continuation. So would sort of expect continuation from that point as well. I might get out of one contract here to lock in gains if we get one more pump there, just to, like I said, lock in some profits. Targets to the upside. Do we have point of control anywhere? Where is point of control? Where's point of control? Do I not have it marked out on gold? Where is point of control?
I've got one around 33.71 is a intraday volume point. So that's a possibility. That's quite a ways away off. I mean, it's 10 points. Be nice if we can get it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm definitely considering, like I said, scaling out of at least one contract to lock in gains. Off of the fact that I was able to DCA down on this trade, because again, I'm also waiting for, what's it called? Gold to hit this possible 2-hour demand zone. Did we create that 2-hour demand zone yesterday, though? So we created it yesterday. There is a chance we don't want to retest it. We did create it yesterday. We'll see. It's really going to depend on how this 15 and 30 want to close. I liked that we were able to wick this key level and close back bullish. That's what got me in this long trade. Come on, gold. Let's at least 33.62. It's about 2 more points on gold to the upside right over here. So it'd be a nice long target. There we go. Getting a little something in gold. They're pulling some resistance away. CVD starting to curve up. I'd want to see a stronger move higher on the cumulative volume delta. There we go. Come on, break that 33.60. Struggling. Oh, there we go. Nice. Little climb right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Come on now. Let's find some support under us. Let's find a strong move. Again, my concerns being these targets to the downside still being possible targets. That doesn't mean I want to exit my longs immediately. I had my long criteria entry. 33. Let's see. Look at that, guys. Buying pressure is nice. 33.62 is first take profit. We're making our way there. Nice. Nice. There we go. Boom, guys. Look at that. Huge on gold right there.
There's our
Let's
pivot
go.
point.
Give me another pop. So 62. I'll look to exit one at 62. There we go. Good job. There we go. Come on, so close. 7 ticks away. 7 ticks away. I'm going to get out of one contract here and play it smart, because if we do fail that 62, I'd rather at least take some profits on this long. Because again, if I have targets to the downside and a demand zone, boom, okay, out of one contract. Now I could let this last contract play out and have a stress-free trade on it. Because we were able to lock in some profits. We're Gucci Mane. The beautiful close. Would like to see some follow through. Getting a little blackness around us, so expect some volatility. Nice, guys. Another kick up higher. We're in these longs on gold. Near bottom tick. Very great entry. Very great stuff. Great ad and everything. Boom. There's that 62. Now, ideally, I want to hold this long until we get above our open price, because I'm looking for gold to close green today, just like it has been for the past 3 trading days. So gold closed green on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, looking for Monday to continue. Look at this, guys. We're running right here on gold. This looks okay to continue. I'm going to stay in this. It is 9:16. What's that?
Target at 3362.4. The high candle from
Boom.
8:38 this morning.
Boom, boom, boom. That one. The one we just hit. Nice. There we go. You said 62 or 64?
We just took it out.
Okay.
62.4. Next high target is going to be 3364.4.
Yep. Guys, it's so important that we close above this price level now. So we have 3 minutes for this 5 to close. We could check our volume footprint. Make sure point of control is moving higher. It is. Fantastic. Volume and price are moving together. We're holding these longs. This might be a really nice runner, guys.
All right, the book level 3363.6 right now. That's where the most orders are sitting. 63.6. Dropping a little bit.
Yeah, it's not going to be a straight ride up. Could pull back a little bit. That's all right.
Remembering that pivot point is down there at 3361.4, which is a very common target.
CVD almost green. ES and NQ. Damn, man. ES ended up holding that. Look at that. It stopped me out, and then it continued. That's okay. Listen, I didn't want to chase it. If I chased it, it would have worked out, right? But when you chase things, there is no more certainty. There's no more probabilities in your favor. It's called chasing for a reason, right? Gold, we weren't chasing. We were reactionary, reacting to this price level, this zone, and the volume. And that's exactly what we got. Bookmap was showing us some support. Gold was showing me a key level for my own technical analysis, and volume on the footprint was moving higher with price. So we were able to find some nice things, some nice setups, some nice confirmations. We have 1:54 left for this 5 minutes to close, and I really need it to hold higher. So we'll take a look at our footprint, because that's what tells me if we're going to continue or not. And yeah, we'll keep an eye on this.
Yeah, you chase lovers, not price.
Buy the low, sell the high. We trade the range. Feel no pains. Good morning, guys. YouTube, hit that like and subscribe if you're killing it today. I know we are. Yes, sir. We have a minute 30 left for the 5 to close. I'd like to see us come back to 33.61 and find some support. I do feel like if we dip into that 61, there we go. There's that 61 dip. I feel like a lot of people might stop out of longs if they were chasing these highs right here, but we have a minute 9 left. Really need to see some support because I wanted us to close above this white price level. If we close below it, there's a good chance I'll probably wait for one more pop and get out on that next pop because I'm looking for us to reverse back lower. But right now I'm just waiting. We had a pretty nice run up there. Point of control is still higher, 411 volume at 33.62. We're going to wait on gold there. Could even look to possibly add here if we are looking for that 5 to close green. But because we already exited a contract and we don't know where we're going to close on this 5 minute, we're better off just being patient. 33 seconds left. Point of control is still higher. Volume is still higher. And 15 minute does not close yet. So we still have a little time on that. 30 minute.
1 minute, we just did a rally-based drop on the 1 minute.
Yeah.
Coming back into the deviation channels, standard deviation channels, could come down to 33.59 is a standard deviation channel that I use here. I use a 60 period deviation.
Nice.
So that's a possible target. Do have a few fair value gaps under us on the 1 minute.
Alright, gold closed red on that candle, but I like that the point of control was higher, so I do want to try to hold it, see if we get one more pop here. If we get one more pop, what I'll end up doing is I'll end up moving my stop loss to above break even, but that would require us to pop higher, and I'd look to try to let this run again. If we fail, 33.5750 stop loss, 33.5750 stop loss. So we'll take a look. We'll see if we could hold. And, yeah. Probably not looking the best. But we'll see. Yeah, look at that, guys. Sellers getting nasty on gold.
Is the linear regression line. So that's going to be a trade back to mean, possibly.
Alright, let's just wait here. Didn't stop me out just yet. I'm still holding. Gold's getting some volatility to the downside, though. Volume didn't really pick up to the downside, so I'm not too concerned, but it looks like it's going to at least try to stop hunt my last contract. Oh, they pulled that. They pulled this 57.50. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of these longs anymore on this dip. I like that volume was trying to hold us higher. That's why I'm holding this trade. And we'll see. Like I said, I took profit on one already. It's a no-lose trade. Best kind of trades, am I right? Finding a little support here. There we go. Get back above 33.60. If we could get back above 33.60, I'll gain a little more confidence on this long again. Especially after we just dipped on that first 2 minutes of the 5 minute. Okay, back above 33.60. Struggling a bit here. This might be our buy the dip opportunity. If not already in a trade. Nice, nice. There we go. Gotta love that volume, guys. Volume moves markets. Price action helps, but volume confirms and moves them. Good morning, everybody. Guys, if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Discord, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys are learning and earning with us. Taking some nice gold trades this morning. Could look to get out here for a scalp, but quite honestly, I am trying to hold this trade for a little bit today. I am looking for gold to close green on the day, which would require us above the open price. So if we could get our entry somewhere way below our open price, that would be super ideal. Look at the support building up under us now. This looks good. Just gotta see that follow through. I did mention, however, that if we wicked this high and closed below it, I would look for one more pump up and then exit. So I will be ready to manually exit my position if we start to fail 33.60 again. I'm going to move my stop loss to 33.59, so it's above my entry points. 33.58 is my average entry, so 33.59, it's a no-lose trade, it's in profit. Minute 54 left, buying, buying, buying. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, see you later. Alright, look at this. Not much resistance above us, which is a good thing. 33.65, possible target to the upside. 33.76 is where I'm targeting. Look at these aggressive buy orders coming in, dude. This looks good. Guys, go, go, gold. Love to see, guys. It's a bullish bears thing. What can I say, guys? Go look to get out here, because this would be the top of... So right now, our 5-minute range is lows of 33.57, highs right 33.62. So we wouldn't go long at these highs. If anything, we'd look to exit our long position up here. But again, I'm looking to hold this. I'd like to find support and a breakout above these highs, right? Because I'm looking for this trend that gave us a pullback to now reverse back higher. It would be huge. If we broke this previous 5-minute high too, think about it, guys. All the people that took a short that are going to get stopped out. When people stop out of shorts, they have to buy their positions back. That's going to add buying pressure. So let's see if we could stop them out. Looks like we just wicked that previous 5-minute high. So we're very close. Very close. We'll let this 5-minute close. We have 30 seconds. 20 seconds. Ooh, selling pressure trying to step in. Let's be patient now. Gold likes to get a little wiki. Wiki. Gold the DJ. DJ Gold. Wiki. Get it? Because, alright. Alright. 9 seconds, 10 seconds. Check our point of control on this. And New York session opens in about 5 minutes as well, guys. So good. Point of control still trying to hold up higher. Like, there's not aggressive selling volume down here. There's only aggressive buyers coming up here. So again, looking for this breakout. Stop loss right over here. No lose trade. Let's get paid. Let's get it made. Not struggling, man, at this 33.62. Part of me wants to just exit for the sake of locking in these profits, but another part of me knows I'm going to hit that exit button and it's going to pop. So we'll wait here. 30-minute. 15-minute. That's 5-minute. This is 15-minute. 30-minute. 45, 90, 1 hour. We don't have like a clean reversal candle, but that's okay. We don't really essentially need one if the volume is pushing in our favor. We just do need, though, the CVD to start pushing green. So CVD has been red this whole day. It's been negative. I need CVD, cumulative volume delta, on our session to turn green. Right now it's still red, which does mean there are more sellers than buyers at the moment. But hopefully once we break this 33.63 area, we're able to trap them underwater. We're able to get another spike of buying volume. Alright, we keep squeezing up here. The fact that we're squeezing up here and each time we sell off from it, the sell-off is weaker than the last, gives me a little confidence that we're trying to squeeze through and break. So again, still holding. Stop loss 33.59. Looking for a break. Target. Target's like previous day high. We're looking for a 23-point move on gold with the 4-point stop loss. 7-1. We're struggling up here, which again, major red flag, but we're also failing to sell off from here. Building some support below us. I mean, I really want to see a break of this high right here. So many shorts are going to get crushed on that. Here we go. There's that break. Dude, that break met with some selling, dude. That's tough, man. Gotta think, too, a lot of people looking for that breakout to buy gold. So we might get that breakout, pull back, and then go higher again. So let's see if we want to pull back for a second and then break up. Check our point of control just to give us some more confidence. Make sure volume is pushing higher. Ooh, it's struggling. I really want to see this 126 turn into our new point of control, right? I want to see volume at higher prices with price. Volume and price need to go together. Nice, guys. Beautiful. What a nice little trade we have going. There we go. Fantastic. Guys, hit that like button on YouTube, man. We're killing it right now. Beautiful little scalp right there. Look at that. It's still going to give us another pop, another point or two. Alright, let's see. Filters. Noise suppression. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, volume's starting to increase up here. If these are good signs, need to see a strong breakout, and I would essentially like point of control to move higher. Oh, there we go. Look at this, 153. There it is, 179, 188. Volume's moving up there, guys. Volume's picking up. Let's see if we get a break higher now. My stop's at break even. I mean, we're Gucci on that. Well, above break even. We're all right no matter what we do up here. Struggling a bit. CVD's doing its best to get positive. 30 seconds left on this 5-minute, and New York session opens in 3 minutes as well. Whoa, look at that ES and NQ. Nice pop right before market open. Damn, man, those ES longs, that's so funny. That is funny, man. There we go. Some buying coming in on gold. Love to see it. I do also want to make sure that, like, okay, yeah, the gold spread is moving higher too. Platinum sort of struggling. Dollars choppy. All right, here's New York session open. Let's see if gold could find some momentum higher. Point of control is moving higher too. Just looking for gold to continue. Stop loss 33.59. Right where this passive bid is. Come on, gold, give us a pop. Go crazy. Go crazy at this New York Open. It's trying, man. It's trying. Come on now. There we go. There we go. Huge. 33.65 coming in. About 5 ticks away. Struggling off of it. 15-minute, 30-minute, 45. Part of me does want to take profit off this. Another part of me is like, nah, we're holding already. Had a great entry. Keep that stop loss above break even. Let's let this winner run. Some gold buying pressure. Need to see CVD. Once that CVD spikes green, guys, we're in the clear to hold this. The fact that it's been struggling this whole time is a little bit of a concern. Gotta watch that volume on point of control. Make sure it's pushing higher. It is trying to move higher. Volume and price are both trying to move higher together. So I'm not stopping out of this yet. I'm going to move my stop loss even higher though. We'll move it to 3360.3. So if it does just start to sell off and reverse on us, we could at least lock in some gains. But right now we're just looking to hold this, see if some buying volume steps in on gold to bring us higher. Boom! Nice, like that. Now, will it have follow-through, right? We've been looking for follow-through. CVD didn't really give us the biggest of spikes on that. Need to see that. Oh, no audio. And oh, no. Yo, thank you, Kyle. Thank you for pointing that out, man. I was muted for a second there, but I was talking to myself. Still in gold. Looking for a pop here. Want point of control to move higher. Yeah, yo, it was my bad, man. I want to see this point of control up here now. This 353, I want to see this 272 surpass that 350. Now it's 360. Running into some resistance off this 33.65 on gold. Still holding. Yeah, okay, good. YouTube could hear me. They're good. We're good. We're chilling.
Yeah, you're good now. Yeah, you were muted.
Oh, NAS and supply. Hold up. Wait a minute. Because NAS gave us a crazy supply short on Friday, actually. But, oh, 2:30 left in this 5-minute. We'll wait. I want to keep an eye on gold. I'm just not a fan of the price action we're currently getting. But I wanted to really try to hold this till we got to that opening price. But I also don't want to be too cocky and hold it, even though markets are showing me that there's a good chance we pull back. So let's see how we react. Or we'll give it a minute. See what's going on. 2 minutes left. I would at least wait for this 5 to close. Weighted index moving higher. VIX is moving lower, but VIX is in a key area right now. So it sort of does make me want to look for shorts on NAS. We do have some resistance. All right, let's see. I'll hold gold. We'll hold gold, and we'll take a look at NASDAQ for some shorts. Or not. Or not. We'll go back to gold because gold's pumping now. And we'll just wait on gold. Need to see volume start getting heavier up here. This 153, I need to see 170. There it is, 165, 170. Perfect. Just giving me the follow through that I'm looking for. Pretty big seller just got filled here, but again, I'm looking for the buying volume to continue us. Just that CVD, man, still red. Still red on that. I'm going to move my stop loss up again. 33.61, new stop loss on gold. Again, I'm trailing my stop loss up while price is continuing to move higher so that I'm not forcing myself to stop out for no reason. Yeah, yo, I'm telling you, NASDAQ supplies sell. Damn. Seen it. Seen it. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, let's see gold, man. Gold, another pop here. Good volume coming in. Nice, guys. Huge. Huge trade on gold this morning. That is phenomenal. Just expect some volatility at these highs because people are going to be trying to go long, buying market at the high, so it's going to wick back a whole point to make them red $100 right out the gate. I don't like that point of control failed to move higher. I do like volumes continuing to try to move higher. Would need to see a break very quickly on this on this new 5 minute. Stop loss 33.61.9. Really looking to just have this winner keep running. Lock in some profits. Hold them gains. 33.62.3 is my stop loss. Part of me wants to exit for the fact that there is a chance we pull back. Another part of me knows that that is a bullshit excuse to try to exit a position. The only reason we should exit is if hits our take profit, hits our stop loss, or if market conditions change or there's some type of headline. Right now, market conditions haven't changed on gold at least. Point of control is trying to move higher on this current 5 minute, so I will hold this trade. There's no reason for me to exit yet. Buyers are so strong today. Yeah, man. Gold buyers, since we entered, dude, what an entry, by the way. We entered and then buyers were like, oh, that's right. We have to go higher. That's right. They're building support under us. I mean, go gold, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nice. Come on now, give a break. 5 minutes still looks strong. Volume picked up on this 5 minute right here. Need to see that follow through. Come on, gold. Give us another pump there. 33.70 in the works. Getting closer to that open price, man. As soon as some selling pressure comes in, though, if we fail, I'm out of this. 3 minutes left in this 5 minute. Concerned on this pullback. Seeing some resistance start to step in on gold. See if we get one more pop up here. Yeah, I don't like that selling pressure that's trying to step in. We'll see if it's just a pullback if we want to continue. There's Nas pulling back. See what NASDAQ's doing here. Nothing really on NASDAQ. Gold will stay. We'll just stay with gold for now. Okay, trying to break. Dude, I needed to break that recent 5 minute high, like yesterday. Let's see if it could break that high. 33.65.5. So there's 33.65.7. Oh, my mouse disconnected. Where'd that go? There it is. Yo, being in a trade with your mouse disconnecting is a crazy experience. Give yourself a heart attack. That's why we have to have stop losses and take profits, man. Technology, you never know. I'm struggling off this 33.65.9 right now, guys. Be careful with that. Definitely looking like we might want to pull back. Strong resistance, 33.65.4. Definitely considering an exit here to lock in a very nice trade on gold. Yeah, let's see. Minute 37 left. I do want to let this 5 close because we've been breaking previous 5 minute highs and closing green for the past few candles. Want to see if that wants to continue. Yeah, there goes gold on a pullback. There you go. Fail that pullback. Let's rally now. Minute 15 left on gold. My stop loss is at 3362.3. Boom. Come on, gold. Come on, gold. Get that momentum. Let's just skyrocket. Sky high, baby. Gold to the moon. Buying bubble. Big buying bubble. Aggressive buying on our way higher. It's what we want to see. We just need to see that CVD push green. YouTube, what's going on? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Yes, sir. 44 seconds left in this 5-minute. Need to see a break higher. If we don't, we're probably going to go for a stop hunt, and I will get out of this trade for a nice profit. If we do continue, then I'm going to be holding this. I'm moving my stop loss higher again. 33.63 is my new stop loss. 33.63. So if it dumps on me, I'm locking in profits. Looking for the last 17 seconds here to break out of this 5-minute. 15-minute closes in 5 minutes as well. Come on now. Let's go, gold. Let's get that. It's trying. 33.50. Oh, dude, it's so close. It was so close, man. We'll see. We'll see if we can break it, and then I'm gonna probably look to exit. We'll see. 33.66. Yeah, I'm gonna just exit this last contract up here. Let's see. Does it want to give me this momentum? It looks like it's ready to kick in another leg. Yeah, I move my stop loss up. That's fine. We could try to hold this longer. Need a volume spike here. CVD's starting to really range right now, too. Looking like it's ready to squeeze, I should say. Just like price is starting to squeeze, CVD looks like it's starting to squeeze. My issue would be, what if we squeeze to the downside? But I'm in these longs, very nice entry, looking for moves to the upside now. Stop loss is 33.63, entry 33.58. Yeah, guys, look at this. There's a seller up here absorbing all of these buyers right now. So with that being said, instead of letting it go pull back to my stop loss and then re-entry area and all that nonsense, might look to take profit if we do get another leg here. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well, man. Good morning, good morning. I'm killing it this morning. Here we go. Come on, gold. Here we go. Build up, build up. Launch to 33.69. Launch to the opening price. Come on, let's get it. Gold on the daily right here. Past 3 days have been green. Breaking previous day high, closing green. Breaking previous day high, closing green. Today we broke previous day high. I'm looking for us to close green. Therefore, I'm in my long entry looking for us to get above our opening price from today. CVD still trying to spike higher. We're struggling on this level, but we're also failing to push lower from it. 248 left in this. I'm thinking buyers are running out of steam here, and I might look to exit. We'll have to be patient. Damn, man, Nas definitely gave us a nice short off of supply. We'll see. I'm probably gonna manually exit gold up here. Let's see. I'm keep saying that, and I get like a flash of how Bookmap looks, and it looks like it's really trying its best to consolidate and push higher. 33.63.6 is my new stop loss. Really not looking to have this thing dip on me. It's going to. I'm going to manually stop out there, guys. I'm out of gold. I'm going to call it a trade right there on gold. Fantastic trade anyways. Really good stuff, good profits, great work. Now we could take a look at ES and NQ, see if they're giving us anything. Damn, look at that, guys. So there's that. Dude, Nas, right off of supply. It's coming near demand. I wanted a demand entry on NASDAQ. 22,824. I'm glad I got out of gold. Had a beat. Guys, look at this trade. We got long on gold down here. We're able to take a beautiful run up. That was amazing. And then we got out, and look at that. Would have just hit my stop loss right now. I'm so glad I manually got out. All right. NASDAQ at its opening price right now. Look, see, gold held that bid pretty strong. That's what I was saying. I didn't want to get stopped out just for it to continue in my favor. Nasdaq's got a pretty strong price level right here. I might look to take Nas long, but I don't like weighted index isn't really at support. We'll wait. I like this big bid right here. Nasdaq, know what? Nasdaq demand zone, big bid. We'll try it long stop loss at the low we just created. But, just be a little careful on that. Looking for Nas to find some support in this demand zone off of what's it called? What just happened? Alright, I'm apparently out of Nas longs. I think this is the retest, though. I would consider longs, but look at the weighted index is selling off. I do want to wait sort of till we get below that previous day low on NQ. I think a lot of sellers might get trapped there. I like that we're trying to hold a double bottom here, but weighted index selling off. Equities are dropping out of the sky right now. I do not want to jump in front of a long on NQ right here. Yes, on bookmap. Any low volume nodes? Yes, there we go. 86. Boom, Nas, man. Another drop. Yes, I'd like to see possibly like 85 as a re-entry for shorts. The low volume shelf right there. So we'll take a look at that for ES short positions. And that's coming up right away. Alright, let's see, guys. I'm looking for ES shorts. If we can move into 85.75. Getting there, man. Getting there. Here we go. Alright, we hit it. I'm going to take this short. Put my limit order out there. 85.25 is my limit order. Is it? 85? 85 even. Oh, no way it didn't fill. Come on now. I gotta try to get this censored. Let's see. 62.85.25 we'll try to enter. It might have given us our entry already. See how we wicked into it already? That might have been it. Come on, give me my entry. I like VIX is still trying to move lower too. This is a 5-to-1 risk to reward. Come on, fill me. 84.75 then. Alright, there we go. I'm in a short on ES, guys. ES shorts. Looking to see this low volume node hold as resistance. So my stop loss is at like 87 right now. Nice, good reaction so far. Want to see strong selling pressure come in. Want to see that weighted index start to sell off here. Because right now, NASDAQ and ES are both at a support level that we're holding. But I really like that selling pressure we had. Ooh, we're getting close. This might stop me out. Yeah, look at that. Wow, ES pulled back off of that support. Really strong. Really strong. Let's see. Blew through that low volume node. Gold, man, trying its best to hold. Old all-time high here on ES. So this could be a key level. I might look for if equities could start selling off, I will re-enter ES shorts. If equities hold, though, then we'll probably look for some possible longs, depending on how this 5-minute wants to close. How's our 15-minute looking? 15 closed pretty bearish that last candle. 30-minute closes in 11 minutes. Alright, we'll see. Look at that, guys. Buyers took us higher. Man, this area of support was very strong on ES. NASDAQ as well. NASDAQ had demand. I had a blue zone on NASDAQ there. That was our bottom of the range. So why would I try shorts? Beats me. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll probably be looking for demand then. Fantastic trade on gold. We didn't have anything marked up on oil today. And that's because Diddy's free. No, I'm just kidding. But that's because we're not really appreciating oil's price action lately.
Here's what I found.
Alright, apparently my watch heard me. Damn, man, ES pushing, dude. Crazy key level here on NASDAQ. We have 27 seconds left for this 5 to close, and we're looking like we got some solid support here. Weighted index trying to hold. Amazon spiking higher, so is Nvidia's holding previous day low. YouTube isn't hitting the like button. And yeah, gold is trying to hold back higher again. 5 seconds for this 5 minute to close. It's a huge reversal candle on that. The question is this just another fake out? 22,905 on NAS new support area. If equities could stay strong, possible NASDAQ long position right there. We're just pretty range bound right now.
Gold is in a squeeze on the 1 minute, so it's going to pop here in a minute, more than likely.
It's not letting me put out a buy stop for some reason. I want to see us pull back a little on NQ here. Buyer's pretty strong, coming off of that support level. I want to see an aggressive seller step in on NASDAQ, guys. I'd like us to stay range bound. I want to see anybody trying these longs up here get trapped. At least to pull back to 904. Oh, buyers are saying no way, Jose. Look at that, guys. Huge. Huge on NQ right there. Really got to find a good trade, guys. Let's see. Gold ended up range bound. We're good to get out of that. ES is doing its thing right now. See if that's got any price levels, any low volume shelves. We do have that 87 still. That previous day low? No, it's not. That's previous day low. Alright, NAS is trying to give us that pullback, but every time it tries to pull back on NQ, buyers do step in. So something to note. Buyers are buying the dip right now. Amazon pushing higher. Equities are pretty strong right now.
Yeah, we have a weak trend line forming on the 1 minute gold. It is bullish.
Nice, gold still going. Yeah, look at that. Nice. Alright, NAS pulling back. Possible entry down here. At this 904. Like 904, 905. Some support on NQ right there. That's what I'm looking for, 905. Finding some support right above it. Wow. Come on, one more quick little dip. Let's get that fill on. Let's go long NQ. Bro, it held the support right before the support. Gold looks good to go higher still.
All right, gold presently walking its standard deviation line, linear regression line, I mean, right in the middle of it. Bullish direction though.
Yeah. Weighted index moving higher. Microsoft new high a day. Tesla holding up. Sorry, Tesla holding down, I should say. It's below its VWAP. Meta is holding up. So is Apple and Amazon. A lot of strong equities right now. Which is why we're seeing the dip get bought on NASDAQ. "30-minute closes in 5 minutes, guys. 30-minute closes in 5 minutes. Do we have any economic news coming out? Today is Monday. Nope. 3-month and 6-month bill auction at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. I want to dip below this recent 5-minute low. Because that's where my entry is, right below that recent 5-minute low. Buyers just look too strong here on NASDAQ, man. Yup, dude, let's go, Nas buyers. That's crazy. And gold, chopping around. There we go, Nas. Come on, give us that pullback. If this key level doesn't get respected here, I'm deleting it. Deleting it. Not relevant. There we go. Pulling back a bit here. Come on, break that previous 5-minute low. Equity starting to dip here. Looking for support down here. I'm looking to buy these lows if we could dip again. Would enter around 904, exit around 95. So we'll see. Weighted index, a little bit of a dip. We are creating a lower high off of supply right now. So we do want to be a little careful with that. Okay, we broke that previous 5-minute low. That's where I was considering entering, so I am going to take my entry. 97 is my stop loss. 908 is where I'm trying to get filled now because it's keep whiffing. Like, it's literally just keep missing my 904 entry. And now we did get that break of that recent 5-minute low, so that's what I was looking for an entry. So I'll try to get filled 908. If it does end up dipping to 904 afterwards, I might add. But we'll see. 908 possible entry. Dude, we're finding support here. I should just try to grab this here. Oh, nope, there we go. It's a little something, man. Oh, close. Close, close, close. Dude, that was so close. Okay, so there is the dip. That filled me. Okay, filled in a long. A little concerned on the longs because of the selling pressure that's stepping in, but I'm buying it with the support level. Stop loss around like 97. If it runs right to stop, that's fine. If it holds, then I'm going to add to my position. Okay, starting to hold. I'm going to add stop loss, same stop loss. And again, if it stops me out, it stops me out, but I'm looking to buy with the support here. Stop loss around like 97. But if we're range bound, we might go for that stop loss. And if that's the case, we're just going to stop out for the day. I like VIX's in a range-bound price action. I like weighted indexes trying to hold up. I don't like that Apple's moving lower. Meta's trying to hold. I'm sorry, Amazon's trying to hold. Really need to see some buying pressure hold up here. Alright, so here we go. Come on, Naz. Build up. Build up. There we go. Give us a little pop there. Nice. Nice. Alright, there's 914. We have some resistance building up above us, but I'd like to see us blow through it. Buyers have had some momentum the past, like, 10-15 minutes. Alright, so let's see if we get a break above this. 22,920 would be huge on NASDAQ to the upside. If we fail that, there is a good chance sellers want to hold it. We have about 10 seconds left in this 5-minute. That is crucial. And it's definitely looking a little concerning on these longs. There we go. There's 17. Give us a strong pop. A strong pop will exit one contract. But really looking to see if we could take this bid to the next major ask. Nice. Getting a little something. But it's keep getting rejected now, so I might look for an exit if we get one more pop, at least to get out of one contract. So look at that. Sellers keep stepping in with some strength, man. Amazon new high day, though. Apple's pretty weak. Microsoft's pretty weak. Nvidia's strong. Nvidia's strong. So I am going to hold this to either stop loss or to take profit. So, but we are coming back to the support zone, and now we don't have any passive bids sitting there anymore. They were all filled. So the question is, do they want to absorb these orders and protect their position, or do they fail and sellers are strong enough to bring us lower? Ooh, they're getting ready to fail, man. Let's see. All done for the day? Yo, good job, Leo. Hopefully green machine. NQ gave. Nice. Bro, I'm trying to see that 25 get broken and hold. $30-minute looked pretty solid for the buys too, so I'm gonna hold and we'll wait. I don't like that sellers keep batting it down so strongly. Well, I started trading the chop, which is a bad sign for me. Oh man, Marziti, be good, bro. Is he already gone? Oh no, he's not already gone.
No, I'm still here. I'm still here. I just, like I say, when I realized if I start trading in chop, I realize my focus is off and I need to walk away.
Good. Good job, man. Good recognizing.
All right. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Take care. Okay, aggressive buyer. My whole thing is buyers keep stepping in towards the highs. There we go. But my other thing is buyers step into the highs for what? For sellers to step in and smack them down. So if we get towards 25 again, might look to exit. Let's see. Come on now, give us a break. Break up. Boom. Alright, I'm gonna get out I'm gonna get out of one contract there. Locking in some gains. We're gonna hold this last contract. I'd like to see supply again on NASDAQ. Nice, guys. Beautiful. Oh man, struggling again though. Let's see if we could hold that 15 to 20 area. Weighted index is very weak, which is a huge red flag. Huge. But if that thing turns around and NASDAQ's been bullish already, that could be a huge green flag that we're going to blast through. Daily time frame wise, what are we looking? Be more bullish based off of that daily. So we'll see. But more really range bound based off of that daily time frame, in my opinion. So I'd like to see buyers step in so that anybody that's trying shorts right now gets crushed so that we could reverse back higher so we get to supply and then they're going long into supply where we'll probably look to flip the position and go short. Weighted Nvidia pushing higher, Apple finding some support. Amazon looks good too. There we go. Come on, NASDAQ, let's run it. Okay, they pulled this resistance level, 22,935, so they might be expecting a push through. Let's see. They brought it back a little bit. Yo, what's up, Fritz? Good morning, man. Good morning. YouTube guys, hit that like button. What's going on? Killing it today. Great Nas long entry over there. I just hate weighted index. Just took another dive to the downside. Meta pushed lower. Microsoft's pretty weak. Definitely looking for us to push up though on NQ. 6 seconds left on this 5 minute. Might get some momentum going into the next 5 minute candle, which is huge. Stop loss goes to break even. This resistance point's very strong, 35.
You just, and not only that, but that hurts me.
Alright guys, let's see. Guys, make sure when we're reading the market, we're not trying to force anything, not trying to make anything up to ourselves. We want to read what we're reading and go with what we're seeing. We don't want to try to force anything. We don't want to make up scenarios that aren't really there. We want to know what's going on realistically in the market so we could trade realistically in the market. Like right now, this 5 minute engulfing candle would tell me there's a good chance I want to hold this long. Now I just need the weighted index is pushing green, that's great. But NASDAQ, I need it to also continue green. We have major resistance above us, so we might run into its off point right now. Looking for this 20 area to hold as support. This 15 to 25 area was a pretty strong area of resistance, so if we could hold it as support, that would be huge. Weighted index struggling again. Stops, like I said, to break even. Maybe a little above break even, no lose trade. Buyers trying to add up here. Sellers not letting them. Come on, NQ. Come on, NASDAQ. How the hourly close, right? Isn't it 10? So we got the hourly closed, the 2 hour closed, 4 hour closed. Tough 4 hour, man. That's a tough 4 hour candle. I'd probably look to see if we could hold these longs towards supply and then reverse and take a short in supply. There we go. Good buying pressure. There's that break at 35. Boom, 37. Come on, Nas. Follow through. Follow through. Struggling up here, man. I swear, this struggle really makes me want to exit this position. But buyers have sort of been holding up, so we'll wait. See if we get another leg here. Another stint for 5 more points. Remember, anybody that was in a short position this morning, their stop loss is going to be either at this pivot or this pivot. So those are areas of liquidity that the markets are going to try to run through. So if we get longs on our way back higher and target those areas, that's ideal. VIX has been range bound. There we go. Come on, Nas. Quit messing around. Ooh, I don't like Nvidia off of VWAP right there. Apple's holding up. It's the only equity that's actually holding right now. So equities are sort of 50-50, where some are bullish, then they flip, and the others are bullish. But overall, it does seem like most, in general, are trying to hold a bull factor. Except Apple did have a very strong dip when we gapped lower on Apple. I'm concerned that this pop right here was a fake out. like to trap any buyers that are trying to buy that breakout higher, right? See how we're failing to continue higher? So we get one more move up, I'm going to exit my long position. And if we fail, my stop loss is at, we'll do 22,915. 22,915 is my stop loss. 15 points below where price is currently trading at, and about 6 points above my entry price. Come on. Come on, mother trucker, come on. 38 seconds left, guys. Need these buyers step in the last 30 seconds of this 5-minute candle. If not, there is a good chance we might want to dive towards that 20 point. Need to see a hold above 30. Hold above 30. 20 seconds left. Come on now. Apple pushing up. Tesla holding. NVIDIA with a rejection. Gotta be careful with that. NVIDIA with a rejection. Trying to hold below VWAP. Two seconds. There's that 5-minute close. I'll probably get out on the next pop. I'm not a fan of this. Screw it, we're gonna exit there, guys. I'm not a fan of the chop we've been getting. I'm worried that buyers are going to fail to bring us higher, which means sellers will step in for a little bit. Then I'll worry that sellers will fail to bring us lower and buyers will step in. So I am expecting range bound at the moment. If we do push higher though and find a way to supply, I will look for a possible short entry. But right now I'm pretty cool with that long scalp. That's alright. It's alright. Damn, yep, look at them buyers trying to hold. There was that break above. But I was concerned because of equities. Look at Microsoft's moving lower. Meta's moving lower below VWAP. Nvidia's rejecting VWAP. Amazon's moving lower. Apple's the only one that's bullish right now. Glad I got out of the shorts. I'm sorry, glad I got out of the longs. I was gonna say I'm looking for shorts. Glad I got out of gold too, man. Oh wow, you know what I just realized? ES, guys, came back into this low volume shelf right here, right over here, and it held. So those low volume shelves are very reliable. You just need to make sure you're trading it with the trend and trading it with the range. Like before I tried taking it short off that low volume shelf, and that was not the right move because we were coming off of a support level. Oil's sort of been selling off all morning. Ready to squeeze on NASDAQ. Excuse me. That's right, yo, Leo, hit that like button. Yes, sir, sticking through the chop, guys. Whole lot of chop. That's why I like when I get on around 8:30, 8:45. Look at gold, look at oil as well, because sometimes they move without the New York session volume. So we could get a nice possible setup at like 9:05, 8:30, whenever the case is. So that's sort of where I found this trade entry. It was a beautiful trade. My criteria for this long entry, guys, was I had a 2-hour supply zone right here that we broke. But when we break a supply zone, the trend line portion where it's marked out as 2-hour, this is now a key level. So I noticed we had a key level rejection on this 5-minute candle right here. We had a green candle. We wicked in to that key level and we held and closed bullish like a reversal. So then I was able to take those longs. I took them on this red candle right here, this one right here when we were pulling back, kept my stop loss there. Then once we got that strong move, we found some buying pressure, I was able to add lower and tighten the stop loss, and that works in our favor, guys. That helps us get better risks or rewards on our trade and helps to really capitalize on our winners. ES broke through that low volume shelf just now. Remember, guys, something to note about low volume shelves is a lot of times they'll work maybe that one time, but once they start getting used a couple times, they lose their value. Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's doing all right today. Hope you all had a good weekend. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see, NAS holding up. ES holding up. Hold up, hold up. We done boys. Let's see. I'm probably, like I said, I'm probably gonna look for possible NQ shorts in supply up here. Oh boy. Now let's see. There we go. Nice, Naz. That's huge. Look at that, guys. We came into that 15 area. First off, I said my stop loss was at like 15 or 13. That would have wicked my stop loss and then continued higher. Long my stops, right? Like Random used to say. Nice, man. Nice. My concern with the longs, guys, is that equities are failing to push higher. Meta's rejecting VWAP to the downside. Tesla's trying to hold previous day high, which is bullish. The only one that's really trying to hold bullish is Nvidia and Apple. Other than that, I guess even Microsoft's a little weak right now, trying to get back above VWAP but failing. And that's sort of what's keeping me in possible shorts around 22,976 supply zone. Huh. VIX is above previous session high too, which is also bearish. Gonna find some support here on NASDAQ and rally up one more time. Alright, there we go. Alright, is it nap time yet? Markets are giving us nap time hours. Bro, I get so many requests, like Instagram messages. Hey Kevin, do you do blah blah blah? I created a system where hey Kevin, yada yada yada. It's like, nah, I'm good, thank you. I'm alright. Here we go, ES and NQ trying to push. Nasdaq's got some levels to the upside for targets too. Bro, this was a clean long entry on NQ down here, dude. Very nice. Could have definitely held it to that supply zone. Like a crazy risk to reward on that trade. Stop loss was like 8 points, not even. 9 points. Would have been a 701. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. That's alright. We're waiting now on NQ. Possible shorts. Need to see some sellers step in on equities right now. Meta did take a push to the upside. Nvidia still trying to move higher. We wait. Yeah, you two guys, what's going on? Hit that like button. You guys are lacking on me today. Getting close to that 76, 75 passive seller. Low volume up here too, guys. Low volume above 66. Let's see. Gotta remember too, at this point, up here in supply, a lot of traders might be taking NASDAQ long because they think we're going bullish. Meanwhile, the supply zone, this was a resistance area yesterday. And it showed itself to be a resistance area this morning too. So if that's where institutions are looking to position themselves to the short side, then that's where I'd like to look to position myself to the short side. 22 seconds left, building a little support at 22,955 on NQ. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Jenya, Victoria? Good morning, Habibi, Garrett. What's up, Greg, Eddie, guys, Dave, Mike, Charlie, Chad, Ozzy, Bigfoot, everybody. Hope you're all doing good today, man. Great day to have a great day. Appreciate everything. Not for nothing. If gold wants to give me this demand zone trade, I'd consider that. Ain't a doubt about it. We'll see if gold has any bookmap levels down there. Sure it does. What are we looking at? 52? A little bit at 50. Nothing crazy. Yo, how cool would it be if I flicked over on one chart and it changed it on bookmap too? That'd be cool. That'd be gnarly, dude. 15-minute closes in 10 minutes. So again, we'd like to see us move higher, possibly break this high, and then reverse back lower, have that 15-minute give us a reversal candle. Alright, there's that break. There's that break up. Big break up into that zone. Huge. Volume spiking. Just wait a second. Let's see if it plays out or dies out. If it plays out, we take it short. If it fails, we take it... Oh, I'm sorry. If it plays out, we don't take it short. If it fails, we're taking it short for sure. Nvidia pushing higher, Apple, Microsoft all pushing higher, so I am waiting. A little support building up under us too on NQ. Feels like we might fail it. But I want to get in a trade because it feels like anything. That's never a reason. See if we can get this break, but buyers are holding pretty strong right now. $2.43 left in the 5-minute. I'm going to look to take it short if we could break back below the supply zone. Look at that, buyers trying to hold it, but a seller keeps stepping in. Now I see that there's a seller trying to absorb these buyers up here. So that's a nice little green flag for these shorts, but we did just spike higher. There is a good chance we want to spike towards that 2,300 now. So we'll see, right? A lot of people might be anticipating 2,300, so if we miss it by 9 points, a lot of people are going to be holding the bag. But I don't like that ES just made new high of day. VIX made new low of day. These are bullish sentiments. But I do like NASDAQ being in a supply zone. But we'll see, because we hit this supply zone already. We could break right through it. Look at that. Buyers trying to hold it here. And bullish sentiments across the board with VIX and ES. Weighted index also trying to hold. VWAP. Apple's struggling a little bit at VWAP. Tesla's struggling, Amazon's struggling, Meta's trying to move higher, Nvidia too. Tough point right here, guys. I like that buyers have kept failing to bring us higher at this point. Like, we've been trading up here for a good few minutes, so I know people are trying to buy these highs. When people are buying the highs and we reverse, they're forced to stop out, which means they're forced to sell. So I'm going to try to take this short here on NQ. And stop loss at the high we just made, sort of near 91. And we'll see if this wants to play out on NAS to the downside off supply. There we go. It's a nice reaction. Real quick reaction right there. Kind of looking for, that's an aggressive seller. Need to see us hold below this 72. Right now we hit it. We're holding 73. So this 5 minutes is going to be real important when we close. Point of control is higher. Huge red flag on that. 26 seconds left. Yeah, I'm thinking buyers might want to hold it. It's really going to depend on how this 5 wants to close too. Don't forget 15-minute closes in 5 minutes as well. So I was looking for this 5 minutes to reverse, next 5 minutes to push lower, have that 15 give us a bit of a basing candle. 3 seconds, and we are closing below supply. Oh, no, we're not, dude. Last second we wicked higher into it. We'll wait. Wait and see. I did like the selling pressure that came in. I am still in a short. Stop loss is at 91. If it stops me out, that's okay. Nice. Give us a little move here. Remember, guys, anybody that was trying to take these longs at these highs are forced to sell their position when they hit their stop order. That causes more selling pressure. Nice. Very nice. Nice. And again, we sell off a lot faster than we'll pump up sometimes when it comes to especially when it comes to the NASDAQ. All those people getting forced to stop out, hitting that sell button. Psychologically, it's a lot easier to stop out of a trade or sell than it is to buy. Holding the 63 pretty strong right here. If you are in a short, this could be a good place to maybe get out of a contract. I'm holding. I'm just in one. I want to play a little safe. We had some nice gains today, so I don't want to really play with that. Weighted index, need that to push lower. Apple's selling off, which is great. Every equity is bearish right now except for Microsoft, so that's hugely in our favor. Needs to break below this 50. Is that 55? 55. We might pull back towards like 70, 73. But I like to see these sellers continue. $15-minute. It's close to closing the way I wanted it to. Look at that. If we get that 15-minute close with the small green pin bar, we might be able to hold this down towards demand. Huge trade right there if we can. We'll see. We'll see how price wants to react. We'll see if sellers want to step in. Boom! Sellers absorbing these levels, man. That is wild. Let's go, guys. Huge sell position. Let's go. Give us another drop. Again, stopping out all those people chasing longs on that chop move up. Oh, man. No way. We're going to get another break below 47? What do we think? Let's see. There's 46. 45, 44. Dude, we're selling off. It's nice. Let's see. Could, again, look to scale out into strength down here if you're in multiple contracts. 2:15 left in the 5 minute. A little concerned. Check our volume footprint. Okay, volume is trying to increase to the downside, so we will hold this. We will wait. Nice. Weighted index is bearish. Equities are selling off. Now Microsoft's selling off too, so that's going to help with our... Boom, guys. Big drops. Drop city, baby. Looking for demand. Boom, boom, boom. Damn, guys, look at these sellers, bro. Minute 30 left on this 5 minute. Weighted index is just even more bearish. Another drop. Another one. We're still holding, guys. We're holding. We're holders. Look at this. Look at this short trade. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. 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 VIX pushing higher. Weighted index still trying to hold lows. A little resistance there on NQ on Bookmap. I'm gonna hold this for a second, see if we get another leg. A minute left on the 5 minute, and this thing is ripping to the downside. That is fantastic. Wow, that's huge, guys. I might look to, oh my goodness, and say manually stop out here in case we want to wick back higher. But this selling pressure, Apple another dive lower. Ooh, huge, great selling. 30 seconds left. We just sold off 40 points on NQ in one 5-minute candle, and we're in for that full 40 points. Apple trying to dip lower still. 15 seconds left in this. I really need to see us hold lower. I don't like this wick that we're trying to form right now here on Bookmap. But we'll see. I'll probably look to get out here in some strength. I'll let you guys know when I exit. If we get one more dip at this next 5-minute open, my goodness. Does it want to give us another drop? Just drop like it's hot? Part of me wants to exit this. This was a beautiful 40-point scalp on NQ. No reason to try to hold. However, if we want to let our winner run, that's always a good thing. I just don't like that every time sellers try to step in, buyers pick us back up, and vice versa. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to look to exit this on one more drop. Actually, where are we? Yeah, give me one more drop. I'm going to get all out on this NASDAQ short. I mean, weighted index looks Gucci to keep going, but everything looks like it's trying to find support. So again, one more little dip here. I'll manually exit. I'll let you guys know when. I want to try to get out near 37 to lock in the full 40. So let's see if we get one more dip lower, but it's keep failing. Come on, man. Come on, hold that 40. Hold that 45 to the downside. All right, we're getting there. Weighted index still trying to hold lower. Come on. All right, I'm manually 3:30 left in this 5-minute. Let's see if this push up gets rejected. There we go. If we hold this, I'm going to put my stop loss to like 46. So if it does reverse, I'm just out right at those highs. But if it continues, I want to let this winner run. That selling pressure was getting gnarly, man. There we go. Does it want to give us another drop? Come on, Naz. Let's go, baby. Let's drop it. Drop it to the floor. All right, I'm getting all out there. We're range bound now. That was a fantastic trade on NQ, guys. This was wild. Wild. Good stuff. And it might continue, guys. This selling pressure, this sell candle here, that was a big seller. These guys might continue. If we're looking for trend, this is going to the downside for a little bit. Damn, YouTube, and you guys still haven't ran that like button up, and we're printing out banger after banger today. Unfortunate. Great trade, guys. Good stuff today, everybody. YouTube, make sure you run that like button up if you're able to cash in today. Great way to start the week. It is only Monday, guys. It is Monday, July 14th. So we got a full week ahead of us. Economic calendar-wise, we'll see if we have anything. I do want to see what gold's doing. Wow, look at that, guys. Beautifully exited gold. Very close to demand. Oil. Chop and drop. Here we go, Nats for leg number 2 right here. Nvidia and Apple selling off. See that, guys? We were patient for ES and NQ, and it paid off. Phenomenally. Phenomena. Let's see, entry was, well, exit was 34. Entry was 78. 78 to 34, 44 points on NQ. Very nice. And it's still going, baby. I'm telling you, man, this thing looks ready for another drop lower. But I'm not chasing this. I got a great green day behind us. Can't give those profits back. Once you hit your daily goal, you gotta call it a day there. Cannot overtrade. Looks solid, man. I'm telling you. But I'm staying out of it. Looks good. Possible target 22,900. That's VWAP. Guys, if you ever need help finding a possible target, pivots and VWAP. Right? So pre-market highs, pre-market lows, previous day high, previous day low, and our VWAP price level. Very simple, very easy. Entry prices, that should be near supply and demand. If they line up with one of those, that's great. And yeah. Yes, at a support area at its own VWAP right now. Gold trying to fold one more time. Look at these supporters on gold down here, these buyers between 33.50 and 33.52. So let's see if we can dump into this demand zone on gold. 50, so 49.7 could be my stop loss. Possible long right there with some buying pressure, and we will have to see how it trades. ES and NQ pulling back a little bit right there. So ES and NQ are sort of in a rock and a hard place where ES is at a, Nasdaq's at a resistance point. ES is now at a support point. So I wouldn't look for any more trades on those. Gold's finding support, which is great, but finding support before our demand zone. Yeah. Like I said, though, great job today on those Nas shorts. Really great job.
Cash today, bro.
Alright, let's see. Gold trying to move. Damn, look at that Nas pullback, dude. Glad I read that buyers were trying to support, were trying to absorb the sellers that were taking us lower over here, so I got out.
Please stop smoking the back of his face, bro. Bro, please move. Let me see your torture screen. No, I don't need that. That's it.
Let's see. I'm really interested in how gold will react today. Because if it closes red today, probably going to stay away from gold for a couple days till it finds some footing. But I would like it to continue green. So that's sort of what was keeping me long. And also with gold, we've been moving lower, but at this point we've been moving lower and CVD started moving higher. So let's see if we get towards that 33.50 area on gold. There's gold alert on my phone going off saying, hey, yo. Bye. Bye. Let's see. Again, I want to see us break into this 33.50 and see how we react to it. If buyers are able to hold it, I'll take longs in demand, stop loss below 33.50, and that's how we'll take that long on gold. Ooh. Got a little volume down here too. I mean, it's looking solid for the longs. Could wait for this 5 to close. 15-minute also closes in 5.5 minutes. So, right, if we get a reversal on this candle, and then the next candle goes green, that could be giving us a 15-minute reversal candle. Dive in again here, 16 seconds in this 5-minute. Get another dip lower, 33.50 in line on gold. Big aggressive seller just stepped in on gold right there. A little concerning on the longs, but we'll play the price and we'll play the volume, right? So 33.50 right here. To insert column, time and sales, and we're looking for that 50. 50 even we're looking for here. We're holding that 50 so far. That's a good sign. Price level hasn't been here for too long, and they just printed a new price level below it. So a little concerned on gold, but I do like that CVD has been trying to move higher. Alright, there we go. So if gold could reverse off of that volatility spike. Oh, no, you know what? CVD spiked to the downside on that finally, dude. That thing's been squeezing. Nas pulling back. Glad we got out of that. I like gold supporting here. I'm going to try one gold long. Stop loss at the low we just made. Entries 33.50.8. Stop loss is 33.49. Ooh, hold up, man. Let's do 33.49.1. Give it a little room. Yeah, ooh, look at this. It's going to get ready to go hit that. That's alright. If that's the case, then that's fine. We had a banger on NASDAQ, so if gold stops us out, I know my risk on this. I'm really looking for that 15 to pop. We got 2.5 minutes left for that. It's got to pop like yesterday. And it's not. It's probably going to close bearish. Need us to close out of this demand zone. It's getting close. Couple ticks away from my stop loss on gold here, and there it is. Alright guys, listen, we caught that banger on NASDAQ. We cannot complain. That's why we have to keep our losses to a minimum, especially after we took a great trade. Go back to ES and NQ. Those are pretty range bound right now, so they're pretty choppy. I'd be careful. Wouldn't really look for anything specific. Maybe to see how NAS reacts off of this. Equities are all trying to hold bullish again. Only issue with buyers is that they failed a couple times this morning. But now at this point, they were pretty strong here. We pulled back. Pullback wasn't as strong as this pullback, so we could be creating a higher low. So I'll look for 22,950 to hold as support, because I do think we might want to go higher on NAS here. So we say 22,950, 22,950. 43 stop loss. Supplies take profit. Finding some resistance, finding some support, going back and forth. I'll take one more NQ long off of that resistance hold. Support hold, I should say. Nice reaction. You know what? Nah. Nah. Like, we'll see. 15-minute. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of these longs at the moment. Want to see a pop, want to see equities hold. Microsoft's pushing up. Okay, there we go. Little move, little schmoove right there. Now, because we're not expecting any continuation in any direction, I will look to exit this trade for a scalp. I did originally want to target supply, though, at 76, and right now 70 is the next active level on Bookmap. So 70 might be my take profit, 70. In case we fail supply. Nice, here we go. 10 points away, 8 points away. Look at that, look at that. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm gonna get out there because I don't like the volatility that's kicking around in there, but there we go. There's that spike up. It's trying to make its way to that 70. And I'm cool with where I'm cool at. I just made back what I lost on gold in a quick scalp. Just like that. Just like that. I keep losses small. Take those scalps. Understand direction. Understand range. Just be patient. Gold keeps going lower. Gold, we tried to trade the range, right? All we can do is try to trade the ranges, right? Try to trade support and resistance. And when our trades don't work out, we have to know that that's going to happen sometimes, guys. We're not going to win every single trade. And if you have high expectations that you need a 70%, an 80%, 90% win rate, you're going to find yourself really overcomplicating your trades, really overdoing it, really overstressing your trades, and it's not worth it, guys. Simplicity is key. Creating structure and routine will help you stay in the game. Alright, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube, guys, smash that like and subscribe, especially if you made some money with us here today or you learned something. Discord, appreciate you all for always tuning in. Habibi, Garrett, Greg, Eddie, Harvey, Desi, Dave, Chad, Ryan, Siva, Smooth, TB, Trader Ted, Vincent, Perry, Ryan, Tanner, JT, Charlie, Chad, Austin, Amity, Concentrator. If I missed you, Dave, if I missed you, I'm sorry. I love you. And Jenya, and I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of your Monday, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright, later, everybody. Later, YouTube, guys. If you're here on YouTube still, don't forget, I do have some free resources for you guys. I like being able to give you guys stuff away for free. What you're going to do is you're going to come over to my website, is Trading Pioneers. So if you want to join me every day for live streams, guys, that would be Bullishbrs. This is where I go live every day. But if you're looking for one-on-one mentorship or just looking for some resources, Trading Pioneers, that's my coaching site, my one-on-one mentorships, coaching services, programming packages. If you go over to resources, this is where I have a list of all the resources that I personally use. My own personal trading journal. This is able to download for you right here. Benzinga, Apex Trader Funding, Bookmap, Edgeful, and TradingView. I gotta get Market AI up here. But some great tools and also some great discounts when you come over here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys on Wednesday for YouTube. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye. Yo, look at that rejection off of 70.